Yeah, your phone might just explode in May here. You never know. Maybe that'll be how Ron just goes. He'll just be sitting there with like a fucking hot ass phone. Then the whole thing will just like explode.
It's not on fire. It's just really hot because I left it on top of my radiator in my computer.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about water cooling, the temperatures of your components are lower, but the temperature of the radiator goes up because you're actually removing all of that heat. So like if I put my hand on top of the radiator, it's really warm. And my phone's been sitting on there all day. At least my computer's cold, like the actual important parts.
Yeah, I don't have like water cooling setup. I just have like a stock fan, so you know, rep me.
Ooh. The stock fan on a processor is usually okay as long as you're not overclocking. But my graphics card, I basically bought the cheapest GTX 1080 that existed because they all perform the same. The difference is what cooler is on it. So I just bought the cheapest one, and the cooler was just not powerful enough, so it sounded like a jet engine all the time. So I eventually just water cooled my whole system, and I was like, I'm fucking done with it.
What I am gonna buy is a fan controller for $20. I've been meaning to do it for 2 years now. Just no money. But basically, the computer case I had came with like 4 fans. Problem was that my motherboard came with like 1 fan header, and that's about it. So I'm gonna have to put a fan controller onto the header that's on my motherboard. What, your phone is on fire, like for real? Yeah, that gets hot. A jet engine, that's really loud.
No, yeah, this thing was like, it was loud enough that, because I wear like, you know, studio fucking headphones, and I could still hear it through my headphones.
Yeah, I bought like the cheapest 1060 I could find, which was a single fan. It hasn't had any overheat issues, which is always nice, even though it's a single.
As long as it's not a blower card, you should be fine. And also the 1060 like is not a very like, you know, hot card.
Yeah.
Like even the 1070, but like I have a 1080 and that's a pretty beastie card, so it gets hot.
What's a blower card, by the way?
A blower card is where instead of having the entire GPU have a heatsink on it and then having a fan on top blowing down on that GPU, the whole thing is encased in kind of like a wind tunnel tube, and it has one small fan that sucks air into it and pushes it through the heatsink in the card and out the back of the case. So you would use a blower style card for a case, like a small case, so that, you know, it doesn't heat up the rest of your system. But the trade-off is it's a lot louder. If you have like a regular sized, because I have like a full ATX tower, so I don't need a blower in here. So I bought this like water cooling kit for it.
I bought what mine is that it doesn't have 2 fans. It only has like 1 fan hooked up to it, which is actually a good thing, because if it were the larger model, it would not have fit. I would have just been like rip, because I could barely fit the single fan model on my motherboard. It would just I had to cram that son of a bitch in like a Tetris cube. It wasn't even my case's fault. It was actually just the fault of like my motherboard being crap. Because it's like the way that my motherboard is set up is retarded. It's like a pain in the ass to put a GPU on it, because it's like there's no room to put the GPU on it, even though there's a PCI Express. You know what I mean? And it's an ATX standard. It's not a mini motherboard. It's actually a standard size.
What generation is this? Is like a modern board, or is this an older board?
It's got an i5 7500, so it's at least like 7th gen. Because it's an Asus like HM 1110-E M.2.
M.2. What does it really say that in the name?
Yeah, it really says that in the name. Like
it's just listing, hey, we've got an M.2 slot like every other modern motherboard.
I think they were. Look, I bought this motherboard for less than $100. I think they were really desperate to sell it when they came with the title.
Oh, there's your problem. Because when I built this PC I have now, I originally bought like a $60 motherboard, and it was a big mistake. I recently upgraded and I got a nicer motherboard.
Yeah, I can't afford a nicer motherboard, to be honest. I just can't. There's no possible way. Unless just this month we get like 30 something subs. There is no way.
I'm like that too. I have no clue how I afforded this computer. I just kind of like kept buying parts over and over when like I got like birth money or Christmas money.
Yeah.
And I've totaled my parts list and it's like $3,000. I don't know how I bought this.
Yeah, my motherboard's like maybe 1,000. Is like around like I think it's around like 1K, and that's about it.
i5 7400 1960.
7500 with like a GTX 1060 6 gig single fan, and
yeah, about $1,000 PC.
Yeah,
depending on if you know, if it's not $1,000 PC, if you bought like 128 gigs of RAM and a $150 case.
Yeah, it only has like an 8 gig of RAM, which so far has not I've never needed more than 8 gigs. Even when I'm doing video editing and processing, I have just never needed more than 8 gigs. I've never seen a need for it. Like there's never been a moment.
Not using more than 8 gigs of RAM doesn't mean you wouldn't benefit from more. Because your system will offload things onto your hard drive before it uses all the RAM.
That is true. Like
in my opinion, in today's like place with how computers are, anything under 16 gigs of RAM is just why.
The thing is that would have costed me an extra $100, and when you're broke, that $100 looks like a lot. 8 gigs of RAM is a lot though, and it's pretty much enough for anything. Yeah, it pretty much is for most games these days. Like
my laptop has 8 gigs of RAM, and I run out of RAM constantly. But I mean, Mac OS has really run out most of them.
Mac OS is a piece of shit. Mac OS, you could have like you could have 128 gigs of RAM, and it'd probably be sitting there.
Back. Someone's knocking on my door.
Okay. Yeah, Mac is your problem. Yeah, Macs are pieces of trash. Macs are just trash tier. All the way around, just like complete utter trash. Oh, hello. Let's just go ahead and we'll... Yeah, I'll figure out where I want to spawn here.
I'm back. Well, okay, Mike. You know what, Mike? You know what? I got my MacBook for like a really good deal.
I don't think...
I don't regret using it.
I don't think it's a good deal unless they pay you to take the Mac. Unless they actually physically pay you money.
I traded a Core i5 3570K PC with a 1050 Ti in it for my 2014 MacBook Pro Retina. That was an absolutely great deal. Especially because I like watching movies and stuff, and the screen on the MacBook Retinas is really good.
You could have sold it you could have sold the parts separately for like more money, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, no, I could have, but like, that was my PC that I just had laying around.
I mean, that's true. It's like
that PC was literally sitting in a corner, and it was a perfectly good PC. That CPU hit 5 gigahertz. It was a really good overclocker. But I don't want to waste a perfectly good computer just sitting in the corner of my room being unused.
There we go,
Also,
got it.
I didn't have a good laptop, so.
Yeah.
No, I used to have a Mac with like 144 gigs of RAM. It was probably a Mac you've never heard of. You ever heard of an Apple Xserve?
I have not.
Well, Apple in 2009, they made a 1U server. They made a server. And it was a server that ran Mac OS. That was in a 1U form factor. And yeah, I was playing around with one of those a while ago, and it had 144 gigs of RAM in it, and just idling it was using like 20 gigs. Like doing nothing. Mac OS is terrible with memory management. Actually, how much RAM am I using right now? Okay, I'm only using 9 gigs of RAM right now, so we're chilling. I have like a billion Chrome tabs open, so...
Have you heard of the Apple console? I have not. I have no idea what an Apple console is.
Didn't they make like a gaming console in like the 80s?
They made
it like super failed.
So they did what Steam did and made like a Steam OS box, and it failed just like the Steam OS box, basically.
Yeah, I'm currently using 9 gigs out of 16 gigs because I have like a billion Chrome tabs open. I have a problem.
Yeah,
closing tabs.
Yeah, Kari has a problem as well. My girlfriend. I've seen the tabs she runs. It's like, oh my god, I don't even know how you have this many tabs open at once. I have like I've had like 10 tabs open before, and that's about my limit before I start closing shit. That's why I've never seen a need. That's why I've never asked myself, I really need this RAM. I really need them RAM upgrades.
See, I have 16 gigs of RAM, and it's like looking very appealing for me to upgrade to 32. I'm like hardcore thinking about it.
I want to get better CPU. That's about all I want to get because like my rendering times are ass. For like video rendering, it's kind of just ass.
Well, the i5 is not really meant for what you're using it for.
Oh, I know that. It's like I should have an i7, but again, I had to cut some corners with this PC, you know.
You're lucky to even be streaming on an i5. Usually that doesn't work very well. Because the way it is i3s are useless. Like, unless you just want to watch YouTube, they're pretty useless.
Yeah.
i5s are great if you just play video games. But you generally don't want to stream on an i5. And then if you're streaming or recording gameplay, you want to use an i7. Or just be smart and get a Ryzen, which a $200 CPU has 12 cores, but you know. You probably built that PC before Ryzen existed.
I mean, I probably should have just gone to Ryzen. That probably would have been the better idea, to be fair.
Dude, for the money, I think Ryzen is like the only CPU you should be looking at.
Yeah.
Because my CPU was $190 and I have 6 cores, 12 threads. But since AMD hyperthreading is like actually useful and good, it's basically a 12-core CPU.
Okay.
So like, I mean, you already have an Intel board, so it probably isn't worth it because you'd have to buy a new motherboard if you wanted to switch to Ryzen.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna up to like when I have like a lot of free cash, I probably will just up to like an i7.
Yeah, like a 7700K or something. That should be for streaming and gaming.
Yeah, like I haven't had any issues with streaming whatsoever on this setup. The only thing I've had is when I'm editing streams to put onto YouTube, and it's like, Oh my god, this is horrendous. This is yeah. Like, I usually have to render and edit my videos at night, and I'll leave my computer just running all night long. Cause yeah. It does everything else really good. It does everything else like amazingly, and then you just have video editing and processing, which I'm just sitting there going like, oh my god. Oh my god, are you for real?
Yeah, i5s are not meant for that.
Yeah, like I can live stream fine, I can record fine, and then you just have editing, which I'm just sitting there going like, oh my.
Well, I mean, your stream drops a frame or two every now and then. It's not too bad.
Yeah. Like right now, I've got 0.0% dropped, but that's because we're doing like fucking L4D2. You could probably record this game on like a fucking i3. Like this game is not that brutal to record.
Yeah. Try to stream like PUBG and you'll have some issues.
The worst was trying to stream like Fortnite. That game is an unoptimized piece of shit, let me tell you. That thing, I don't even begin to know what is even going on with that.
See, I made the mistake of playing unoptimized games because PUBG is like my main game. And that game is so unoptimized, I ended up building a PC that was so strong that it could just brute force run the game playably. And it was a mistake. I wasted a lot of money on this computer.
Well, my awkward problem with gaming is that I've had nothing but shitty computers for so many years that my entire game library is designed around having a shitty computer. That now I have $1,000 computer and it's like, so what exactly do I run now to actually push this thing to its limit? Huh. You know what I mean?
I was a laptop gamer for a long time. I was gaming on a Celeron and 4 gigs of RAM.
I used to have an HP EliteBook. That was my PC for quite some years. Was an HP EliteBook. And let me tell you, that thing was an ass train. It was a literal ass train.
Yeah, I don't know. Once I got my first PC, like my first actual gaming rig, I was like dying. I was like, oh my god, I can actually run this game at not 800 by 600 resolution? Like, damn.
I'm just gonna go full, I just went full retard. I was like, on like versus, that was hilarious. I swear to God, though, I want to get fucking kicked. See, let's see if we can get kicked off of L4D. It'd be hilarious.
Why do you want to get kicked?
I don't know. Oh shit.
Yep, I just saw you fall off the bridge. Nice.
Oh shit. Oh my god. I wonder how salty I'm making everyone else on my team right now.
You know, you need to find a better spot to store your lubricant.
I do. I really like. What's hilarious is I have an L-shaped desk, right, with like 30-something cabinets. And do I use the 30-something cabinets I have on my desk to put my lube away? That would be the fucking smart thing.
Like, pretty much every stream I've ever watched with you, there's lube in the background.
What the shit? Wait. How long has there been lube? Oh my god.
A long fucking time. I mean,
I just had no idea until you So I've just had no idea this entire time until you pointed it out, is what you're telling me.
Honestly, when I called it out, it was kind of a hunch. I just saw a bottle with a pink label, and I was like, there's good possibility that's lube.
Shit.
And I was right. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, I use like Squillid. It's really good shit. It's like water based. It's some really good shit. What's nice is that it's good it's just really good, you know. Fuck me. Like water based is always nice, you know, because the problem with silicone based, I heard it melts your toys. Then you have like what the fuck else? I forgot what the other one was. There's something else besides like this. Well, it's like cum lube. There's that.
I think that's silicone based. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lube is for pussies.
Also, how the fuck water base is nice. Agree. XD. Also, how the fuck did we get to talk about lube? Also, heard it was easier to get off. Well, the thing with water base is that it just kind of dissolves after a while, so you don't have to worry about getting stuck to your hands and shit. You know, it's literally just like the equivalent of like, I mean, it's kind of in the name, you know, it's kind of made out of water.
It's just more lubey water.
Yeah, it's just like
Which I'm pretty sure you can make water-based lubricant with like relatively easy to obtain ingredients.
all you need is a meth lab and we're good.
Or you could just buy actual lube.
Yeah. Why am I now imagining Heisenberg, but instead of meth, it's like the kinky version of Heisenberg, making like illegal dildos in like his fucking lab.
What would be illegal dildos? Like dildos modeled after like kid dicks or something?
Yeah, they're like modeled after like fucking like kid dicks.
I feel bad that in my mind I keep correcting Mike, and then I remember that he isn't English. Like, I haven't said it, but like, I'm always like, because I read "heard" and I was like, the fuck?
As anyone on YouTube knows, water base is nice. Agree. Okay. Head has an active imagination. Yeah, I do sometimes. But yeah, I'm imagining like fucking kid dicks and shit. And then there's like lube. That is you know, and then there's like actual like that would be where Hydro though gets his like gets his like daddy's cummies. Because meanwhile Heisenberg has fucking daddies just hooked up to like cum tanks, you know, with hoses. I'm just imagining now, like this whole like thing going on, like a conspiracy shit. Yeah, I'm not English.
I wish I like remembered how to speak Dutch. My dad and grandma taught me when I was younger, but I just forgot it.
Yeah. Well, that's because you're retarded. I mean, we discussed this before. You're like
not only
special.
am I retarded, but like I live in America and I speak English every single day, and there's not that many Dutch people where I live, so I never like use the language.
I picked up
talking to my grandma.
I picked up a little bit of Spanish just because I live in fucking Bakersfield, and let me tell you, there's nothing but fucking Mexicans everywhere. It's like Mexicans it's just like Mexican Palooza, just up and down everything.
Mexican?
Yeah, it's like Bakersfield is like fucking Mexican Palooza. That's what it is.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Mexican.
That's what I said though, isn't it?
I don't know.
You must attack or you'll lose control of the tank. Well, how about you spawn me in a better fucking location, you shitty fucking game? How about that?
Didn't you get to choose your spawn?
No, they don't with the tank. With the tank, it's actually a set location. You can't just spawn wherever you want to with the tank, which is... I don't know, they should really patch that one out. Like, I've always felt that one necessary change is just allow me to spawn the tank where the fuck it needs to be. Otherwise, there's a lot of games that I've had in versus where it's just like the tank gets spawned about 500 miles away from the players, and then the enemy team is, and then you're just fucked by that point.
You know it's exploitable, Mike? Exploits.
Really? This server changes your lerp time. What the fuck, man?
The better question, Mike, is does anybody play Left 4 Dead a lot? I guess people do.
Sounds exploitable. Like, it could be, like, you could argue that's a little bit exploitable, but there's kind of a need for it when it's just like, you know. I just keep raping Ninja over and over again. Hello, I'm gonna rape you next. You're gonna get the rapes.
I've been playing Left 4 Dead, like, all day.
Yeah, I've pretty much just been playing this since, like, goddamn. Like, this is one of those games that I just keep coming back to, and the next thing I know, I have, like, 500 hours of a game, and I'm just like, how did this happen? But why, though?
Oh, why, Valve? Why must you defecate in my ears?
Why, Valve? Why must you make such addictive crack games? And why can't you count past 2? For the love of God, Valve. Learn to count. Oh shit, okay, you got some acid? Cool. Gonna drop him right.
I launched Left 4 Dead, and the Valve, like, opening screen just kind of... I don't like that. My computer is not happy about launching Left 4 Dead.
Oh my lord. Yeah, and I've been following Artifact, and it looks like it's gonna be bad. Oh my god, yeah, Artifact. That just looks like some retarded... That looks like some retarded shit. I don't know. It looks so retarded. Oh hey, this is the opening theme from, like, Wait, this is not the opening theme from My Hero Academia. What? Really? This is from Fairy Tail. They have to be the same singer, right? I don't fucking know. I wonder what the hell happened to Twilight anyway.
Twilight died.
Yeah, Twilight got anal AIDS. The most analist. How'd you know that was my fetish? How'd you know, Mike?
I mean, you kind of posted your F list, but yeah.
I just love some anal AIDS, you know? I want some anal. Yeah, who doesn't love some anal AIDS, you know? Send my hemorrhoids into shock, baby.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I take a moment to realize
what we're saying in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
And how everyone is gonna remember us as the people who talk about anal AIDS. Also, that streamer that you linked last time, he was doing VR singing. Yeah, I know, he's fucking doing VR singing. I don't know. That's what happens, though. This is what happens when you decide, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna host the first person I see on Twitch, and I don't give a fuck no more. And then the next thing you know, you're hosting someone who does fucking VR singing. It was just really awkward and gay. Like, I genuinely left. I genuinely was like, oh my god, Vortex.
Oh, lesson learned. Don't turn the film grain all the way up.
What happens?
The game just looks like poo. Alright. Oh, I don't think I'm on your team. Oh, no, I am.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I'm dead. A teammate must help.
You got anal AIDS now.
I'm getting fucking stomped on.
You're getting the fucking
This is kinky.
Yeah, this game is kinky AF. I mean, you know, that's one of the reasons why I play it, so I can masturbate right afterwards, you know.
I'm gonna die because no teammates are here to help. Nice.
Let's see here. Yeah, I left soon because it wasn't. Yeah, I know. That was so. Yeah, that was. I was just like, really.
Oh, you're getting choked.
Yeah, I'm getting fucking. This is fucking suffocation. No breathing right here. That's fucking kinky though. I mean, I have had a guy who was into that, you know, and it would choke me sometimes, and it was kinky, you know. Like no lie. Like one of my that was my cousin actually. I remember he was into that. He was into a bit of choking.
Why do you know your cousin's fetish?
Oh, because I fucked my cousin. Like I suck that. Then he fucked me a bit.
I don't know if you're joking or if you're being serious.
Yeah, the only problem with it was that after a while he wanted to go on fucking dates and shit, and we were just supposed to be friends with benefits. And I'm just like, oh, this is you're taking it a little too far. You're asking for a little too much here.
Are you like secretly in someone from Alabama or something?
I would even doubt that claim, Pad. Breathplay is the name. Okay. But I don't know. I don't know where my family comes from. I know they're from a bunch of different places. I don't know, possibly Alabama.
So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna follow you.
Okay.
I don't actually play this game.
I suck at this game mode. You're gonna watch me just get some cancer right now. Oh my god, that actually hit them through the window. That was amazing.
So what am I doing? I'm a jockey. I don't.
Yeah, you're a jockey. You jump on things' heads. Yeah, that's.
Now that is kinky.
I know. Fuck me. Fucking hot.
Why are they like really tall?
Like, what do you mean?
Like they were just fucking super tall zombies.
I think those are like the clown zombies.
Oh, I'm not.
Breath play, that's how it's called. Well, Mike would know what it's called. Mike would know. I mean, he's fucking 12 shades of chocolate. That's about like Mike is about as vanilla as like 12 as every scoop of fucking, like he's basically every scoop of fucking ice cream in the whole damn shop except for vanilla. Let's be honest here. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Shit my pants. 3. Crap my pants. 1. I know someone is into breath play. Oh yeah, of course Mike does.
Yeah, Mike knows himself.
Yeah, Mike knows himself very well. He knows himself.
Yeah, you were.
Come here. Come
Yeah,
here.
he was thinking about himself.
Let's see here. I wouldn't do it. Sounds dangerous. I mean, not if the guy knows what the hell they're doing. Like yeah.
Like you can tell when the human body's gonna give out with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yes, it's dangerous if your partner's like a fucking idiot and it's just like, hey, I watched 50 Shades of Grey and now we're gonna try some kinky stuff today. Ho ho ho! Yeah. That's when someone's gonna die from like suffocation. That's when it's gonna happen. There's a lot of that type. Like, I just watched 50 Shades of Grey for the first time, so you know what? Let me just go ahead and whip this fool's ass. I'm gonna whip this black guy's ass. His black ass. It sounds hot as hell. What kind of PS shit gun is this? Just like that baby. You will enter spawn mode in 1 second. Fuck me. Hello. Also, I might have an obsession with this game. Like, I'm sorry to say, but I might have a problem.
Do you actually have an obsession with this game?
Yeah, I might have a problem. No. Oh Jesus! He managed to like wall hack. He managed to wall hack that shit, so now they can actually get rid of the. Oh, I will become the tank next. Okay.
Isn't there like a survival mode where you just kind of like with a teammate just survive as long as you can?
Yeah, there's like a survival mode, and that's like, yeah.
I'd be down to do that.
You want to switch over to like some survival? I'd be cool with that. Like what the?
Yeah.
Like what the hell? I'll go ahead and exit right now, and I'll just switch over to survival. And then.
Sent you an invite.
Oh, okay, sweet. Alright. Ron could help with fucking you. Ron could, you know, and then the best part is I get free in and out at the end of this. You know.
Yeah, free in and out.
Yeah. Free dick, free in and out. I mean, that sounds like a fucking good deal. All I need to do is just drive out 4 hours. You know.
I thought Bakersfield was closer. I drove there once when I was going to San Luis Obispo.
Let's Google this shit. Bakersfield to San Fran.
I think it's like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's like 4 hours and 10 minutes according to Google. Then again, you know how retarded Google is, right? Like that shit is fucking.
Okay, good to know. Team damage is a thing.
Yeah.
I shouldn't do it.
Yeah, team damage is a thing. I got a jar of shit. I got a jar of shit. I got a jar of dirt. Oh yeah, my best for this is like fucking 36 minutes. So I think I'm not sure if that's the one where I exploited the map or not. I've done a couple of map exploits in this game. I almost wanted to remind you of that reference again. What reference?
Does this game get like hard? Because from what I've played, it was like super easy.
Oh yeah, like survival's probably one of the hardest, and then you also have like realism and like other stuff. Like, you have like a bunch of different game modes. It's always cool.
I don't know. My like preferred zombie game has always been Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
I don't think I've ever played a Call of Duty game. Like
Call of Duty games are trash. However, Black Ops 1, the only good thing about it was the I'm gonna die. The only good thing about Call of Duty Black Ops 1 was the zombies mode.
Yeah, I remember Twiley got me a copy of Call of Duty for as a joke, and I still haven't touched it yet.
Call of Duty what?
I don't even know. I think it was Modern Warfare 2.
Because if it's Black Ops 1, that'd be fun to play.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, fuck. You have Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. I got a jar of dirt. Because remember when you used that reference wrong? I got a jar of dirt when you were... Oh, God. I can never get that reference right, damn it all.
What about jars of dirt?
I'll like song request it. I got a jar of dirt.
I mean, I have the stream muted so I don't die.
Your song request is not... What the fuck? I don't get it. It says my song request.
Okay. So the Scar H is burst fire, and then the M16 is full auto. Okay, game, that's realistic.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's a fucking sniper rifle, but it's an automatic sniper rifle because,
Well, the M16 isn't quite a sniper rifle. I'd consider it a marksman rifle, though.
Okay. I don't know shit about guns. Like, the only guns I have knowledge of are Pinors. And I know a lot about Pinors.
You live in California, you don't really need gun knowledge.
Yeah, but you need a hell of a lot of Pinor knowledge. Because, I mean, we're in Gay Central. I mean, we're
you're in a gay state, but I'm in the gay capital of said gay state.
Yeah, you're in the gay capital. So it's like even more mega gay. I'm in a shithole. Even though we're in a gay friendly state, in Bakersfield, no. Let's just not talk about how horrible Bakersfield is to live in. Let's not talk about that for a moment. Like this city is a piece. I mean, yes, the rent's cheap. That's the good thing. The rent is cheap, but you might not want to go out of your house like ever. You might just want to stay inside and
the rent in San Francisco is not cheap. I wish.
Yeah, it's like fucking cheap here. It's like $1,000 a month gets you like a 3-bed.
Wow.
And we're talking like the high end. That's like the high end. Like the high end would be like 1,000 to 1,500 for a 3-bed. Where like if you find a 3-bed for 1,500, you're probably getting ripped off. Unless you're in like one of the gated communities, then maybe even then you're still getting hella ripped off. for a 3-bed.
Here, if you get a studio apartment for under 1,500, you're getting scammed because that doesn't exist at that price.
Yeah. Here,
I'm in a 2-bedroom mediocre house, and it's $4K a month.
here, a 1,500 here could easily squeeze you in like a 5-bed.
Damn.
And you'd just be sitting there in a fucking like, because a 5-bed at that point, it's basically a small mansion. So, you know, the only thing is that is that for like a 5-bed that cheap, you'd probably be like over like one of the houses over by like Hart Park or some shit. But you know, honestly, I wouldn't mind that because we're talking like houses in the middle of nowhere, and I'd just be fine with that because no people, no neighbors. I mean, shit, man, that'd be the best fucking thing.
I mean, I don't even leave my house anyway, so...
Yeah. But yeah, like we live on the east side, and it's like, I think it's like 600 or 700 is what my mom's paying. This is like a 2-bed. With the only thing is our kitchen's a little bit small, but it's breathable. You know, the kitchen's big enough that I wouldn't really complain about it. We got a huge ass fucking living room that we never use. We got like a huge fucking living room. I mean, it's not like gigantic Saurus T-Rex. You could easily fit like a couch in there pretty damn easily with a nice widescreen if you really wanted to.
See, I have to live in a garage.
Yeah. Yeah, that fucking sucks.
It sucks ass. And also, there's a lot of people, and it's just, ow.
You fucking kill yourself.
Just jump off the railing.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I need some help.
Ah!
I can't do this on my own. Give me some help.
Holy fuck.
Help.
Stop ending up down here. This is no way to stay alive.
Thanks. Help. Well, gonna heal.
But yeah, it's like if you already don't leave your house anyway, then you might want to consider just Bakersfield because I mean it's a shitty place to live, but if you never go outside of your house, you don't notice as much that you live in a shithole city. And at the end of the day, when you're looking at the rent, and it's like fucking. The only thing here, you have to be very careful that you move into an area with Spectrum, because if you move into an area with AT&T here, you're pretty much fucked up the ass. AT&T will provide you like 1 megabyte a second. Like I'd say like 1.2 is the peak, and it was about like 600 kilobytes average. Spectrum here though offers you like 30 to 50 with like a 30 average is like the download.
And you're talking megabytes, not megabits, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about like actual bytes, like not the bits.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get 300 megabits, which I think that's like 31 megabytes or something like that.
Yeah, that's about what I'm getting here. And for like the upload, it's about like 5 to 10. That rate.
I got 1 gigabyte per second earlier.
Oh shit.
I downloaded Forza Horizon 3 in under a minute.
Jesus Christ.
And that's a 60 gigabyte game.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't know why, but I guess Comcast fucked up or something. My speed's back to normal, but I did get a screenshot of it.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
So I downloaded Forza Horizon 3, which is a 60 gig game in under a minute.
That is really fucking amazing. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I saw 1 gigabyte or 1.2 gigabytes per second, and I just about shat myself.
You just literally just start shitting just all over your pants.
Yeah, dude. Like, I needed a diaper. I don't have any.
Also, are we gonna fucking start this, or are we just gonna keep like walking around like Gaylords until the stream ends? That's.
I don't know. Do we have to start it?
I mean, we don't. Like, I'm about to end.
Play this game. I thought they just come naturally.
Yeah, you have to start the. Yeah, because we're doing survive. You have. There's like a. Oh god, where's the button? Like you see this thing over here. That's like a radio. And
Oh, is that what that's for?
yeah, and that starts. So you genuinely had no idea that we were just like
Dude,
there. Like there's even a timer. Like there's even a timer just right there, just doing nothing. Like that's fucking hilarious to me. Oh my god. Someone needs to clip that, by the way. Like someone seriously needs to clip that level of retardism.
Okay, look. I have 8 hours in this game, and the last time I played this was in 2015. That was 3 years ago. Suck a nut.
You getting salty? You getting salty when you're getting roasted?
I don't give a shit. I'm chilling, fam. But no, yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh my god.
No, I thought it was like Call of Duty where they just eventually start coming. Oh, that might have not helped anybody.
Oh my god. Alright.
Oh, I died.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream off because it's been like 5 hours and I am fucking tired. Like, holy shit. I'm gonna probably find someone to host real fast. Let's see who the fuck I got. Like, what kind of Gaylord can I host here?
Yeah, what time did you start streaming?
I started at like 12 and it's now 5:08. So I've been here for like 5 hours.
Streaming for 5 hours, 8 minutes, and 37 seconds.
Yeah. Let's see here. Gonna check real fast. Who is there anyone just like I'm just gonna go through my host list. Okay. Oh hey, is that a rerun or is that actually a legit stream? Oh shit, it's actually a real stream this time. I have to check and make sure that Junie Shy is actually doing like a legit and not just like
I don't understand why people do reruns. Like, what? Why?
I don't. We're on a fucking live streaming platform. I don't get it either.
Like, if you want people to rewatch your live streams, upload them to YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I do. I edit all my videos and I just put them up on like YouTube, so that way that people can rewatch if they want to.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.